Sam Berns once said, "Today is the day." Do you know why? Because there's a truth that many overlook. A truth capable of transforming your life from the very moment you open your eyes in the morning. Most people move through their mornings on autopilot, never pausing to recognize the immense potential in those initial minutes. But what you're about to uncover is not just another piece of advice. It's a revelation that can distinguish between an average day and the beginning of a new chapter in your life story. This isn't your typical motivational talk. This is a challenge for those who are ready to embrace something greater. Let me first ask you a question, one that's deceptively simple, yet profoundly powerful. How do you begin your mornings? The answer, though it may seem inconsequential, holds the capacity to reshape your reality in ways you can't yet fathom. What you choose to do in those first moments upon waking determines how you approach everything that follows. And this isn't merely about routines or morning rituals, it's a psychological blueprint, a mental strategy, a compass to steer you in the right direction. The secret I'm about to share will stay hidden unless you're prepared to listen attentively. Are you ready to seize control of your mornings, issues, and consequently, your life? Because once you grasp this principle, there's no turning back. In this discussion, we'll delve into vital principles for revamping your mornings, the correct mindset, purposeful action, and a vision for the future. Yet this is only the starting point. What comes next will create a profound shift, one you'll not only see, but feel. The proper mindset is the foundation. Understand this. Everything begins in your mind. The way you wake up mentally shapes the trajectory of your entire day. Many assume that simply rising from bed is sufficient. But the reality is that you must also awaken your focus, your attitude, and your sense of purpose. It's all too easy to let the chaos of life dictate your thoughts, stress, expectations, anxieties. But here's a crucial truth. It's not what happens to you that defines who you are, it's how you respond to it. Cultivating the right mindset doesn't happen by chance. It's a deliberate process, one that requires nurturing, persistence, and discipline. It starts the very second you open your eyes. When you wake up, don't just think about the tasks that await you. Reflect on the victories you aim to achieve. Remember, your day begins not when you rise from bed, but the moment you decide that today is yours to command. Don't let the inertia of routine dictate your actions. Be the one who charts the course of your mornings. Once you've embraced the right mindset, the next essential step is taking action. Mental readiness is the spark, but action is the fuel that propels the engine forward. Without action, even the best intentions remain nothing more than unfulfilled aspirations. Too many people harbor incredible dreams, only to let them stagnate at the idea stage. The defining factor that separates achievers from the rest is consistent action. No matter how ambitious your goals may be, they will never materialize unless you take deliberate, meaningful steps toward them daily. Action is what turns vision into reality. Sam Berns believed in the power of action, and his life stood as proof of its transformative potential. Whether your dreams are grand or modest, what matters most is moving forward, one purposeful step at a time. When you wake up, ask yourself, what can I do today to move a little closer to my goals? If you limit yourself to simply thinking about all the tasks ahead without focusing on what truly matters, you will eventually become overwhelmed and disoriented by the endless to-do list. However, if from the very moment you wake up, you decide that today will be driven by a clear and determined purpose, you'll be shaping your future one day at a time. The key lies in taking small steps, steps that consistently push you closer to your desires. Continuous progress, no matter how gradual, is what makes the real difference. Action will always triumph over procrastination. Are you prepared to take that first step? The difference between your dreams and your reality begins with the choices you make this morning. The long-term vision is ultimately what will keep you aligned and on course. There will be days when the mornings feel difficult, when the urge to give up seems tempting, but this is where your vision becomes essential, your anchor. It's the reason you rise each day, even when things aren't easy. Your mornings aren't just the start of another day, they're preparing you for the future. Every action, every habit you form, adds up and brings you closer to the bigger goal you've set for yourself. Without a long-term vision, it's easy to get bogged down by the small struggles of daily life. But when you have a clear direction, each morning becomes an opportunity to advance no matter the obstacles. Remember, vision is not only a source of motivation, it provides clarity. It lets you see beyond the temporary frustrations and keeps your focus on the ultimate prize. In these three key elements, mindset, action, and vision, lies the power to transform your mornings. Oh, but here's the crucial part. What you do now will shape not only how you spend your days, but also how you experience the rest of your life. This isn't just about establishing habits. It's about creating a life that has purpose and direction. And the secret is right here in what you decide to do the moment you wake up. This is the turning point. It's now that everything can shift. Don't allow the day to slip by unnoticed. Make the most of every morning, aiming to be better than you were the day before. The decision is yours. Only when you take real action, when you commit to changing your destiny, will you realize how powerful each day truly is. From the very start of your day, when you first wake up, you have a choice. You can continue as usual, reacting to the world around you, or you can take control and design your day, and by extension, your life. The difference between an ordinary morning and an extraordinary one lies in how you choose to begin. What you do in those first few moments can set the tone for a day filled with opportunities rather than obstacles. Most people start their mornings with negative thoughts, weighed down by pressure, worries, and expectations. But what if I told you those initial moments are crucial? The power of your mornings isn't found in what you do, but in how you prepare yourself for what's ahead. If you have the right focus, everything else will fall into place. And let me tell you now, the secret isn't in doing more, it's in doing what matters. You don't need to pile on more tasks or set impossible goals. What you need is clarity. Once you find that clarity, your mind will align with your aspirations and action will follow naturally. Because when clarity enters the picture, doubt, fear, and procrastination no longer stand a chance. What I do every morning is set an intention. I never get up without knowing what I want to achieve, no matter how small the step. Each action has a purpose, and that's what makes all the difference. Successful people don't wake up aimlessly. They have a plan, even if it's simple. And it's that plan that fuels their strength to face any challenge. Now, I challenge you to think about this. How can you apply this same approach to your life? What would happen if you stopped letting the mornings control you? Imagine if you could seize each day and maximize its potential. What would you do? How would your life change? The biggest mistake you can make is thinking that you have no control over your mornings. Each morning presents a fresh chance to begin anew. The reality is, your mornings shape everything that follows throughout your day. If you don't prepare thoughtfully, if you don't act deliberately, the remainder of your day will likely become a series of reactions rather than intentional steps toward a defined purpose. I'm not talking about sweeping transformations or unreachable ambitions. I'm referring to small, practical changes. Simple actions you can take every morning to align yourself with your bigger aspirations. And here's the key. These small shifts add up to far more than you might expect. Life isn't about dramatic overhauls. It's about steady, consistent effort. Those small disciplines, those daily choices to do what's right and focus on what truly matters are the building blocks of momentum. Pause for a moment and think about what you really want to accomplish. Not what others expect from you or what society pressures you to chase, but what truly fuels your passion. Is it freedom, success, inner peace? Whatever motivates you, start each day with that in mind. The way you wake up, the thoughts you entertain, the feelings you allow to settle within you. These all directly impact the life you're shaping. Imagine being able to begin each day with a focused mindset and a clear vision of your goals. The results may surprise you. The difference between a fulfilling day and a wasted one isn't found in how many hours you have, but in how you spent those hours. A day well lived is not a day filled with endless tasks, but a day filled with purposeful actions aligned with your deeper objectives. Now, here's the challenge. The next time you wake up, don't let the world dictate the tone of your day. Instead of reacting to external circumstances, start making conscious decisions that bring you closer to your dreams. Take action with intention. Make it happen. Let every morning be the first step toward a life that's richer, more meaningful, and more successful. Ultimately, the magic doesn't lie in waiting for life to unfold. It's about making it happen, and that process begins the moment you wake up. Your mornings are your opportunity to reset, to choose who you want to be today and what steps you will take to become that person. The best part is that each time you make that conscious choice, you get one step closer to realizing your full potential. So, let me leave you with this final thought. What will you do with your tomorrow? Will you continue to let time slip by, or will you take charge and make it yours? And the choice is in your hands. All it takes is one step, and the path will reveal itself to you. You're ready to begin, because what you do this morning will not only shape your day, but will ultimately change your entire future. Picture this. It's 6 a.m. The alarm rings, but instead of hitting snooze and crawling back into bed, you make a different choice. You rise not only with your body, but with your mind, fully prepared to take charge of the day. I know it's not easy. The temptation to stay in bed, to procrastinate, is always there. But at that very moment, you decide not to give in. You get up, filled with energy, even though those first few minutes may be tough. You head to the bathroom, and as you look into the mirror, you tell yourself, today is going to be an amazing day. But it's a simple action, yet one full of power. It's what many people neglect to do. They don't allow themselves to begin the day with certainty and assurance. Instead of falling into doubt, they consciously decide that today will be different. And that makes all the difference. The next step is to set yourself up with something simple, something that recharges you, like a glass of water, perhaps a brief meditation, or just taking a few deep breaths. But what truly matters is that each small action you take brings you closer to your ultimate goals. You may ask yourself, what's so significant about this first step? It has everything to do with it, because by choosing to act right from the start, you're sending a clear message to your mind. Today, I'm in control. After this small gesture, you move on to something larger. You are clear about what you intend to do with your day. You're not waiting for things to unfold, you're making things happen. With each decision, no matter how minor it may seem, you choose to focus on what truly matters. Perhaps it's a key project, or simply spending quality time with loved ones, whatever brings you closer to your aspirations. The point is to take action, not just think about it. Remember, the secret isn't about waiting for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment never arrives. The key is to create your own moment. Every morning provides that chance. When you act with determination, even the small things, like preparing a healthy breakfast or planning your day with clarity, become purposeful actions that help build your success. So, I ask you, what will you do when you wake up tomorrow? Will you let the day slip away, or will you take charge of each minute, knowing that with every decision, you're shaping the future you desire? This is the power of starting with the right mindset and right actions. You don't need to wait for things to change, because you have the power to make change happen, and it all begins with your choices. Keep in mind, it's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about moving forward, making every morning the starting point for something great. Don't stop and don't give up, because the path to your dreams is made of small daily victories, and it all begins the moment you take control of your morning. Are you ready to make every morning one step closer to your success? What you do with your morning can change the course of your life. And the secret is right here, right now, in the decision you make. As we continue, let's explore how those small daily actions have an immense impact on the future each of us creates. What happens in those first moments of the day doesn't just set the tone for the present, it helps shape the future you're building. Big accomplishments don't happen in an instant. They are forged in those quiet moments. You might think that what you do when you first wake up has no real impact, but I assure you, it has the power to transform your entire life. Imagine if, instead of slipping into your daily routine without much thought, you took just a few minutes to plan your day. if you have a clear purpose in mind, those few minutes can be more valuable than hours of distracted work. This is the strategy that successful individuals like Sam Berns apply every single day. They don't let the day dictate their actions. They wake up with a purpose, and that purpose remains steadfast throughout the day. The principle is simple. When you prepare in the morning, you prepare yourself to win. And when you win in the morning, you set yourself up for greater success throughout the day because your entire day is built upon a strong foundation of small yet powerful decisions you made at the start. These decisions accumulate over time, leading to a lifetime of accomplishments. But here's something crucial. None of this will happen unless you decide that today is the day you want to change. It's not enough to simply listen to motivational speeches or watch videos on how to improve your life. The secret lies in taking action right now. Those who wait for the perfect moment to change remain stuck. However, those who choose to act with intention are the ones who rise and see results. I understand that it may sound challenging. Life presents obstacles, distractions, and unexpected setbacks, and this is exactly what you should expect. The journey won't always be easy, but the key is perseverance, pushing forward even when things get tough, and never giving up when the road becomes difficult. Most importantly, remember that all of those little moments are shaping who you're becoming. The best part is that you're in control. It's not the economy, the government, or your circumstances that determine your success. You're the one who decides how your life will unfold. Your day is determined by you. You decide whether it will be a day of accomplishment or a day that slips by. So, when you wake up tomorrow, make that decision. Choose to be the person who actively builds their future. Don't simply accept whatever comes your way. Create the outcomes you want to experience. Remember, the day doesn't truly begin when you open your eyes. It starts when you make the choice about what you'll do with the hours ahead. Keep in mind that ultimately, what you do in the morning is what shapes who you are, what you achieve, and what you accomplish. If you don't seize control of your mornings, you won't be taking control of your life. This is your opportunity. This is the day when everything can shift. The power is in your hands. Tomorrow can mark the beginning of a new chapter, or it can be just another ordinary day. Which one will you choose? Because when you treat every morning as a chance to advance, your life turns into a series of opportunities you take full advantage of. And that, my friends, is the true key to mastering your own destiny.
Now take a moment and reflect on something important. How many times have you woken up feeling like the day was dragging you along? You feel like everything is slipping out of your control and that you're powerless to stop it. It's easy to fall into that pattern, but I want you to understand one thing. That sense of being overwhelmed is merely an illusion. You hold more power than you realize. Every choice you make, every small habit you form right from the start of your day sets you on a particular path. If you don't take command of your morning, you'll let external forces take charge instead. Social media, emails, and external demands are the forces that will dictate the rhythm of your day if you allow them to. Are you going to let others and circumstances decide for you, or are you going to make the day work in your favor? The answer lies in what you do in those first few moments. Will you be reactive, letting the world dictate your pace, or will you take a proactive stance? That's where the power lies. When you control your morning, you establish your own pace, your own goals, and your own purpose. And here's the key. Success isn't about monumental moments. It's about small moments used effectively. One step here, one action there. Each decision may seem simple, but when compounded over time, they lay the foundation for a fulfilling life. You don't need to achieve everything at once. You just need to start right from the beginning.
Now, I'll be honest with you. Changing your tomorrow isn't a simple task, especially when distractions are constantly pulling at you. But if you truly desire something bigger, you must be disciplined in how you approach the start of your day. Do you wake up thinking about what actions you can take to improve your life, or do you just drift along with whatever comes your way? It's in those moments of uncertainty and challenge that you must hold on to that discipline more tightly than ever, Life isn't perfect, and not every day will be easy, but the real secret lies in how you respond to those challenges. The way you choose to confront difficulties is what will propel you to the next stage of growth. Consistency, not perfection, is what leads to tangible results. I want to get you thinking, but let's be honest. No 2 days are the same. Some are more challenging than others, and you're absolutely right. Each day brings its own unique struggles. However, what sets successful people apart from those who aren't is how they rise after they fall. Successful individuals don't quit when things get tough. They adapt and continue moving forward, regardless of the obstacles. If you wake up each day with a clear purpose and a positive mindset, even on days when things don't go as planned, you will be better equipped to face challenges head on. Because what you might perceive as an obstacle is often just an opportunity in disguise. Ultimately, it all boils down to a simple truth. If you don't take charge of your tomorrow, you won't take charge of your life. Phui, this is a straightforward but profound principle. If you decide to wake up with a mindset geared towards action, if you choose that today will be a day you move towards your goals, then your path to success starts taking shape right in front of you. Now, as we near the end of this message, understand that this is truly just the beginning. The real question is, what will you do with this information? It's not enough to simply hear powerful words and feel inspired. Real transformation only occurs when you take what you've learned and apply it. It's time for you to take control of your tomorrow. It's time to start living the life you know you deserve. Don't kid yourself by waiting for the perfect day to come. The perfect day is today. If there's one thing I hope you take from this, it's this. The key lies in the small decisions you make. When you wake up, what you do with those first few minutes will determine whether your day becomes a missed opportunity or another step towards your future. The choice is yours, and even though it may seem insignificant, that choice holds the power to change everything. So, what will happen when I finish this speech? Are you going to let your tomorrows remain unchanged, or are you going to start taking control right now? Because what you do in the next few moments will bring you closer to the life you envision. Great opportunities don't always present themselves with grand fanfare or flashing lights. The most powerful opportunities often lie hidden in the mundane, in the everyday decisions you make in the first moments of your day. And this is what will set you apart. These decisions are what distinguish you from mediocrity and bring you closer to greatness. Always keep this in mind. The secret to an extraordinary life lies in what you do when you wake up. When you master your morning, you master your life. And once you take control of your life, the future will have no choice but to align with your goals and intentions. Let that thought resonate with you. Get up each morning with a clear purpose and a firm intention, and you'll see how everything begins to transform. The secret is right here, waiting for you to uncover it and put it into action. And that action, that choice, will be the catalyst for your life's transformation. Today is the day it all begins.